Alright, y'all. I'm doing my test with Annihilate. Annihilate evolves from Mankey, and this one in particular has the ability. Well, it's not an ability, it's an attack. And it's called Destined Fight, and it lets you knock out the Annihilate and the opposing active Pokemon. So if it's EX, you'll get 2, and if it's a Mega, then you'll get 3. So it's a pretty good deck, pretty good trade off, and we're gonna test it out today. See how y'all like it. So I'm gonna start off with the Binacle. The Binacle has a good attack where it just lets you draw 2, but you can evolve it into the Barbicle and it'll let you attach another energy for turn. So the Destined Fight attack does take 2 energy. So instead of just loading it up turn by turn, letting your opponent pick them off, you can go ahead and load them up one turn and then be done with it. That Solrock and Lunatone was used in the Mega Lucario deck. So it just pretty much, you can throw it in any fighting deck, y'all, and that'll be your draw engine. So very, very useful if you're gonna play a fighting type deck. Alright, so that type null there came in the Pitch Black set. So if you guys have any of that, definitely think about putting it in your deck. Very, very useful card if you use it right. They're gonna attach to that Mega Absol. That Mega Absol can do some scary things, y'all. Check that out right there. Very, very scary if you can get it going. I got a pretty good hand. Gonna go ahead and search for a few things. Evolve into the Barbicle. That's really good. My attach engine is online and my draw engine is online. So all I gotta do, get some of these Mankeys going, we'll be good to go. Ultra Ball allows me to search the Annihilate. I have the Rare Candy in hand. Rare Candy up to the Annihilate. Stone Arms is going to let me attach the energy for turn. Now, going back, I really should have attached it to the Barbicle, because that would have allowed me to switch and at least Tantrum, which is the first attack on that Annihilate. It does 130 and it confuses the Annihilate, but I could have at least got some damage in, and that's always good. But we also just really want to load it up too, so that we can try to use that second attack and get 3 prize cards instead of, working on it turn by turn. I have the Silvally in hand. Energy Search grabs me 1. Now I evolved the Silvally thinking it was gonna let me get the Lily's Determination, but after reading it, I realized that you had to have no cards in hand. And I opened up some Pitch Black, actually in another video that I just uploaded, so you can actually see me pull some of those cards and talk about them a little bit. So some of those cards, it is a deck that requires you to have no cards in hand for it to do some of the things that it does. This card is for that deck. Now, of course, if you can manage to have no cards in hand, it'll work, just as good as anything else. But we're gonna go ahead and switch into the Annihilate and Destined Fight. That'll give me 3 prize cards, and that Oricorio in the back is gonna get me 2. So really, all I need them to do is play another Pokemon. I don't have a Mankey in play right now, so that's gonna be something that I have to work on, but we'll get there. I think it's smart to move up to Badoo. Sacrificial Badoo. You can kill it if you can, and if not, I'm gonna item lock you. So now they get the Lily's Determination, and that's really good for them. Since I forced them to take a prize card, they can't use the Lily's Determination for the 8 draw. It can only be the 6, so that's really fortunate for me. Pokepad is really good, and Max Shroud is really good. They put down the Monkey Dory, so you know it's Charizard with a splash of Absol. Not too shabby if you can get it to work. I think that's a pretty good idea. So they attach the fire energy for turn. So they attach the energy, switch into the Charmander. It's good too because if it doesn't have any energy, it doesn't have a retreat cost. Now I'm confused as to why they just didn't give it a 0 retreat cost and, you know, give it maybe another attack. But I don't design Pokemon, I just play it. So I put down the Mankey, and all my stuff is online too, so the world is my oyster. I'm going to use the Lunatone, and we got our Lilies, but our hand is also pretty stacked too, so using it is kind of iffy right now. Let's see what we can do. Now I like to deck thin a lot in this deck so that when I draw, it's more useful stuff than random. So I like to search for what I need, and then when I draw, hopefully I'll get just some more stuff as I go. I love Pokemon Catcher. I'm an avid fan of Pokemon Catcher. I feel like it works more times than it doesn't, but you know, we're gonna HEP our opponent. That's Badoo's attack that allows you to item lock your opponent. HEP during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any item cards from their hand, and it hits for 10. Funny note, I think Mega Absol is actually allergic to grass, so it would have hit for 20 if it had it up front. But it's our turn. We draw. Gonna go ahead and spam the Lunatone. Draw 3. And that Pokemon Catcher is a very nice card. So what I can do is I can load up the Mankey in the back into an Annihilate, and then just Prime Catcher the Mega Absol up with my Annihilate and get my last 3 prize cards. A backup strategy would still be what we talked about at first. If we needed to, for some reason, knock out the Charmander or the Monkey Dory and then go for the Oricorio, it'd still be 3 prize cards that way. So we got a plan and we got a backup plan. So we're gonna go ahead and implement those. They play the Crispin. Very nice to see it. So the Crispin adds you the dark energy and the fire energy. Very nice. So they load up the Mega Absol, so we're just gonna have to switch into the Primeape instead of using the Prime Catcher. Mega Absol straight up kills Badoo, blows him to smithereens. And he's choosing a card. Now I'm going through my hand to see what could he possibly choose. And he chose the Prime Catcher, so that first option is now like completely off the table. So now hopefully we can just straight up knock out this Mega Absol without too much, you know, opposition. I got draw power, I got the double attach. I think we're good. Now, yep, because I see we have the Annihilate in hand already. Double attach. Yeah, we're good to go, you guys. I appreciate y'all watching. I got some videos up. I got another video up where I'm showcasing the same deck, Annihilate, and then I also got a video up where we're opening some packs. So I appreciate you guys for watching that, and if there's any decks that you guys want me to play, just go ahead and put that in the comments, because you know I'm always looking for ideas. We attach to the Annihilate, and we're gonna destined fight. If you guys like the video, definitely throw me a like too, and yeah, thanks for watching.